My name is Paul Hank. I'm the president of the Historic Centerville Society, which is our sponsor for today. But we are not the star of the show. We have a very good speaker who's going to tell us a lot of things. I had it and then I lost it. I'll go back to it. Obviously, we're not a professional Hollywood-style production company here. We're just kind of struggling along as best we can, trying to solve the problems, but we think we've got them solved now. So, our speaker is the owner and researcher of One Tree, Many Branches, and is a family genealogy research professional. And she's also a member of the Northern Neck Historical Society. But I'm not going to talk any longer because our next speaker is going to tell us all about the community, an African-American family built in Bull Run. With no further ado, Crystal Gaskins.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you all for coming. Thank the Centerville Historical Society and all the other members. Great to have everybody here today. So I am a family genealogy research professional. What that is, a lot of people don't know, is I focus mainly on one side versus outside, but I'm also up for hire. So anybody that's looking for professional research for documents, family history, DNA analysis to help you with your trees, I am your person to see. My family, well, I have quite a few family members here today, so we're going to jump into some bones of our history and see how our family built the community within the Bull Run area in Virginia. Sure.
Here, you have your chance. My one task here, right? President,
There we go. All right, so we're beginning back in a time when there was slavery. So, like most African Americans here in Virginia, most African Americans were slaves. Our family is one of those families that were enslaved, but then ways changed, laws changed. The laws of 1882 for the state of Virginia changed, which allowed slave owners to emancipate their slaves. A lot of people didn't know this. Around 1888, a lot of the areas, especially in the northern neck of Virginia, so you can go to the next slide, please. So the northern neck areas consisted of Northumberland, Lancaster, and Westmoreland counties. This is just a tree of how the counties branched out. So if anybody has seen this, then you'll know how and when Fairfax County came to be in 1742. So the Carters, which were one of the most prominent landowners of their time, owned property from Northumberland County all the way straight through Stafford, Prince William, Fairfax, Fauquier, Loudoun, and Shenandoah valleys.
Are these the African American Carters you're talking about?
No, these were the slave owners. You can go to the next slide, Cheryl. Thank you. So we're starting with King Carter. Robert King Carter was the richest landowner of his time through property that was, it was a survey. And in the process of the survey, that they adopted property. That, any property that they claimed, they had to farm. So in order for them to farm 330 acres of property, they had to have slaves. So through that process, At his time, he had 200 and some slaves. His son, Robert Carter II, owned property, and his property was in the lower tract of Bull Run area. The father died first, as you see, he died in 1732. His father died not even a few months after him. So that left Robert Carter III to inherit property not only from his father, but from his grandfather. That property stemmed from Westmoreland County, Northumberland, Lancaster, and so forth. Well, going back to the 1888, as I was stating, that the taxes for Virginia went high. The land was depleted, so they could not use the property as they were using it for tobacco. So Robert Carter had an idea, and then that idea was to utilize the other properties that he owned. So on a vessel that he also had named the Mayflower, he sent them through the Rappahannock down to Shenandoah Valley, and then there were plantations started there. But then there were also plantations started in Prince William and Loudoun counties. Cheryl, please. So we have Leo Plantation, which was in the Loudoun County area, and Cancer Plantation of Prince William County. Now, a lot of people don't know this. Robert Carter III named his plantations after the Zodiacs. Have not found out why yet. It's an interesting research I have been digging into. Have not been able to figure that out. But there actually are 2 Cancer plantations. So there is one for Cancer, which is in Richmond County, Virginia, and then there's Cancer, Prince William County. Next slide. So of that lower tract that was owned by the Carters, there's Leo, there's Cancer, and then a lot of the area that we'll be speaking of today will be in this area and coming out into this area. Well, let me see, Fairfax County. So this is Bull Run. I know that by the map. Coming into Centerville, going back into Bristol, is where we'll be discussing today. Next slide, Sarah. So, on August 1st of 1791, Robert Carter III sat down after a change of heart, after he spoke with his pastor, after he had been baptized in the Baptist faith. He decided that he did not want to own slaves. It was just not in his heart to do that. He wanted to free his people, especially when he found out that he had a brother that was enslaved. And that name would be Baptist Billy Burke. Baptist Billy Burke was the son of Mary, who was a slave, and that would have been, Mary would have been, what they call the consort, was it consort? Consort of Robert's father, Robert Carter Jr. So this is going to give us all of the names of the plantations. So there's Cancer, Gemini, Forest Quarter, Coles Point,